Hey guys, this is Brian Jones from Valhalla Academy in Frankfort, Kentucky. And today we're going to work on a really basic technique, but one that is pretty fundamental. And it's the paintbrush, the Americana, sometimes the Kimura from the top side. So we're going to be in cross-side. You could also do this from mount. The principles are the same. I'm going to demonstrate from cross-side of getting the paintbrush. Okay, so I might lay down here. Okay, so a lot of times we have the arm. I'm going to show the mechanics of it first, and then I'll show kind of an easy setup, easy way to get to this from the position here. Okay, the actual lock itself is out here. Okay, what I'm trying to do is to work against his shoulder. This is not an elbow lock, this is a shoulder lock. I'm over-rotating his rotator cuff. When I get his wrist, I'm using a thumbless grip on his wrist and a thumbless grip on my own wrist. And I'm going to flex my wrists. So I see a lot of people do this with weak wrists this way, this grip right here. If he's a strong guy and he starts to pull his hand back over, it's going to come loose and it may even wrist lock me. So what I want to do is I want to take up the slack in my wrists on both of them by flexing them down. So that's the number one mistake. That automatically takes some of the slack out. The next thing is I'm not trying to twist his arm up here like this. I'm just getting it in position and I'm going to drag it down towards his pocket. Okay? And Mike obviously doesn't have the most flexible shoulders on the planet, but I'm dragging his elbow in a semicircle down here, and it's going to raise up slightly. Now, how far you have to go down depends on how flexible they are. All right, so let's look at this. Here, get my grip. I drag down and drag his knuckles across the back of the mat. His elbow is slightly elevated. You may get down closer to the hip, you may not. Okay, but don't try to take it from a high position because it's not going to work that well. Alright, so easy way to get into this. I'm here and we get in this position like this. Okay, his arm is trapped on the outside. Real common. What I'm going to do is be very patient. Okay, I'm going to hug the arm in, and in putting pressure this way, it automatically makes his hand want to kind of come out. So when I hug here, I feel like a little bit of pressure hugging his arm out. He wants his arm back under here, okay, or under my chin, making a frame, whatever. He doesn't want it on the outside like this because he knows it's vulnerable. Now, I know that, he knows that. The unfortunate thing is that there's only one way that he can get that in front of me. He has to take it right in front of my face. So he's going to bring the arm in to go under my chin like this. I know that, he knows that. So as we move around, I keep this hugged, okay? And when he comes, I just move my forehead down and push the hand directly into my hand. All right, so I'm here and finish. Okay, so I'm just guiding it in with my head. All right, and there shouldn't be any space. All right, guys. This is Brian Jones from Valhalla Academy in Frankfort, Kentucky. Train hard, train smart, train often. See you next time.